So welcome everyone to Tiki Taka Corner. This is Ayush and here is Robin, and we are going to talk about the Champions League semi-final first leg, Arsenal PSG, Barcelona Inter Milan. Two great games of football. One was very close, the other one drew. But I think it's still very much a second leg tie for both games. Like we have a lot still to go in the second leg. Any team can take the victory. But let's first start with Arsenal versus PSG. At home, Arsenal, after Real Madrid, all the confidence in the world, still didn't get that performance in the Premier League. So they were not like all confident, but still they had that in them that they can win it. But they lose against PSG 1-0 at home.
I think they were a bit overconfident this time, Arsenal. They had some definitely great moments, but PSG stole the show with their amazing attacking tactics. Overall, Arsenal could have played better, but I would say they got away with a 1-0 loss.
Yeah, I think so because I was reading a stat that Declan Rice has only scored 2 free kicks in his entire career, both of them against Real Madrid in the same game. So I think Arsenal at this point, with the amount of set piece goals they have scored all season, Luis Enrique at a point knows that that's the number one thing Arsenal will attack. And then they were not conceding many free kicks. They were closing down Saka a lot. He felt frustrated during the game, got a yellow card. Mikel Merino scored the only goal for Arsenal, which was offside, again from set piece. But on the other hand, if we talk about PSG, starting quick, going into that Arsenal box, doing damage early in the game. Minute 6, Dembele gets the goal. And then Arsenal have to make that comeback again. So I don't think it was easy.
It wasn't definitely, and like you said, Arsenal had pretty good set pieces, almost slipped in through a goal, but was offside. But like you said, they stopped them in their tracks with one of the best things they ever have. And PSG's goalkeeper, wow, what a game!
Yeah, Donnarumma, crazy. Like I think that's the type of moments that you get in a match where you know that this team will not lose or concede a goal today. Although nothing against Raya, because for Arsenal he made a lot of good saves too. But I think PSG should have scored more goals, especially with the Barcola chance right at the end. It was very close, but he should have scored. Ramos hit the crossbar.
Yep.
We thought it was offside. Referee, I don't think ever gave it offside, so that was one big chance.
Yep.
I think even though PSG won the game, they would walk out thinking that they should have got more.
They definitely should have some silly mistakes. But I think in the next leg, it's not going to be easy for PSG. Arsenal have definitely warmed up after that beatdown. What do you think? Who's going to win the next leg?
I think overall PSG are very solid. I didn't see many problems in the PSG squad. You got Neves in the midfield. You got Kvaratskhelia, who's always a problem for every team he plays against. So it's going down the wire. It's only one goal. If Arsenal made some mistakes this leg, PSG can always make mistakes in the second leg. So it's going to go down to the wire. But the next game we will talk about now, crazy game with Barcelona and Inter Milan. 6 goals in this game. Firstly, let's talk about Lamine Yamal. Like, what the hell is this kid doing at 17 years of age?
Guy is not a kid. He's an alien. He's a freak show. And we saw some amazing game play from him.
Especially Barcelona fans know a certain kid who surprised them a few years ago and had a left foot. Here's another one for Barca.
Well, there comes a time where Barcelona produces a prodigy. And this is that time. Yamal is amazing.
But at the same time, it felt like he's the only one pushing with Rafinha, who were trying to take shots and make the chances happen. But on the other end, Inter got a goal in the first minute with Thuram. Then they scored again with Dumfries. Dumfries gets a third goal again. So Inter were looking on the attack or the counter attack always, because Barca plays a high line.
Yep.
So Hansi Flick always has that high line. So either you catch the opponent offside all the time, which Inter got caught a lot of times, but then you're also vulnerable all the time, because if they get the ball through, Barcelona's defense is in crisis all the time.
Yeah, as you saw in the first few minutes of the game, Barca's defense was in a shambles. But they quickly caught up. Some players in Barca really outshine the whole team, but it's not a good thing for Barca. You saw how Inter cut through the defenses and broke down, with scoring goals.
I think attackers just saved Barca, like the forward line, Ferran Torres, Rafinha, and Yamal. All these three people contributed so much to the game that the shambles in the defense and the midfield and the possessions that they lost Barca midfield lost so many times. I think that created an issue. And going with the draw to Milan now, in San Siro, with that stadium, with that noise, it's gonna be tough. I think if I have to pick one side who's gonna have the favor from me, it's gonna be Inter.
I agree with you, but I would like to give you a little competition and go with Barca. But I think this is going to be an amazing second leg between both the matches.
Yep. I think Arsenal and PSG is going to be crazy because Arsenal's going to go in. They have to score just one goal and it's just back to basic. And here we are tied between Barca and Inter again. So both legs very, very close. We will be back next week with our Champions League semi-final second leg analysis and review. If you like our video, enjoyed, make sure you have that thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel because a lot more content is coming your way. Till then, it's me Ayush and it's Robin and we sign off from the Tiki Taka Corner, guys.
See you next time.